I will analyze the Father, the Son, and the world in this analysis and interpretation. I will try to interpret the movie as a whole and draw perspective to ancient times and the Bible. Those are my focus points. The father is at poor health, and we see that throughout the story when he coughs, and that deteriorates throughout the story. But what defines him is his will to protect his son from the evil of the world. Not only does he want to protect his son, protect his life, but also protect his innocence. He wants to prevent this cannibalism and this evil to corrupt his son. He also longs for the old times. We see that in his flashbacks to the old world with his wife, and also his wife and his life after the world collapsed, when they find the underground shelter with food and other supplies, and he dresses up and smokes and drinks whiskey, all these things which are foreign to the boy. He says, "You think I come from another world, don't you?" And this signifies the contrast between him and the boy. The boy is completely innocent. That is his most defining characteristic. And this innocence is again what the father wants to protect. And although the boy is so central to the story, his defining characteristic is that he's innocent, and he has no experience of the world before. He stares at the mounted deer head in a house as if though it was a monster. And what the father wants to protect is his son's innocence most of all, because it makes no sense to protect his son's life by teaching him how to commit suicide with a gun, which he teaches him in the movie. The world is shown to the viewer through flashbacks. I mean, the world before. So, for example, all of these flashbacks that the father dreams with his life before the calamity, or whatever we should call the apocalypse. They are bright and colorful. At one point they are at a violin concert, which is the pinnacle of civilization, and that's just creates the biggest possible contrast between the world we see in the movie and the world that he remembers and longs for. The world is dead and desolate, as we see in the movie, but it is not only dead, it is also violent. At one point they wake up to a forest burning and explosions, and they also wake up near the cannibal gangs, because of course the world is inhabited by other people, and a lot of those people are cannibals. What is feared by most people in the world is cannibalism, because those people are going to kill you if you encounter them. The world is also completely hopeless. They encounter a house where the dead people are hanging from the ceiling. That doesn't terrify the boy, which must mean that he is, if not used to it, then he has seen it before. And these cannibals that inhabit the world are profoundly cruel. They keep a cellar full of people as livestock, and they've even cut one's leg off, but hasn't killed him, probably because it will keep the meat fresher. So yeah, this picture of the world that we get here is one that is completely bleak and hopeless. It is almost permanently dark. There's little difference between here at nightfall when they arrive and when he gets out at dawn. I thought that this might be an allusion to Psalm 23 from the Bible, because I'll get to that later. There are some allusions to the Bible. For example, here when they spend the night in a church, it doesn't specify anything about the father, but it hints towards things. You gotta remember when you analyze movies that everything is intentional. Everything that the director shows the viewer is intentional. So, the interpretation. As with most apocalyptic settings, post-apocalyptic settings, the apocalypse in itself, as in its destruction of society and civilization and of many lives, it is not that which is the horror. The horror is that because society has collapsed, nobody can trust anyone, and that causes people to be afraid of each other, of course, and they kill each other, and they lose their humanity. As I've said before, humanity has lost its humanity. A lovely pun. So that is the horror of the apocalypse. As for its similarities with ancient times and biblical references, I think that these ancient times are very similar to the movie, because in the movie the man and his child are very much alone in the world. They cannot trust anyone that they encounter, or at least the man thinks so. And the world is cruel, they starve, they freeze, they get sick, they wander toward a goal, and they have no sense of time, they have no way of measuring it. They are, in many ways, like the first people on Earth. Yeah. Also, there are these little things that they find. He finds an arrowhead and a comb. I don't think that's a coincidence, because at excavations the archaeologists usually find things like arrowheads and combs and other trinkets from people living in the Stone Ages. Yeah, so these little things are of course not necessarily evident of anything, but they hint towards ancient times. They are allusions. As for biblical references, this story has a salvation aspect to it, like the story of Jesus in the Bible. Before Jesus came in the Bible, humanity was not able to achieve eternal life with God, because they inherited the sin of Adam and Eve and all that. But Jesus saved them and led them to a better life. In the same way, the Father leads his Son to the end of the road, and at that point he actually takes the cart. The Son takes the cart, and that is symbolic of him, of course, taking over the role that the Father previously had. And it is also implying that now his so the Father dies when his job is done. He has led the boy to the end of the road. Jesus dies on the cross as he has fulfilled his purpose. But this Father is not only sort of a Jesus figure; he's also in the darkness. He has some dark sides. He is vengeful, like the God in the Old Testament. Just like the journey is the Old Testament, then the resolution is the beginning of the New Testament. The father is vengeful against the black man on the beach when he stole from them, although he clearly doesn't have to. His son is upset with him and wants him to forgive him and to help him, which is also very Jesus-esque. Like, so yeah, there are definitely similarities there as well. Eli is another allusion to the Bible. They meet him, and he has some. He says that he knew this apocalypse was coming. Yeah, and Eli is the name of a high priest from the Old Testament. So, in conclusion, this movie is about a father and his son and their journey through a desolate world that is dangerous, and it has a lot of similarities with to the Bible, and this aligns up very nicely with the movie.